Hi dear students, I am your social teacher, MVM School, Yelahanka, Newton. Children, today's lesson Introduction to Sociology. Sociology, first lesson. Teaching points Introduction, Human being or social being, the meaning of sociology, origin of sociology, nature of sociology, importance of sociology, the interrelationship between sociology and other social science. Prominent Indian sociologist. What's the introduction of sociology? Dear students, sociology is the scientific study of society, including patterns of social relationship, social interaction, and culture. The term sociology was first used by Frenchman Auguste Comte in the 1830s when he proposed a synthetic science uniting all knowledge about human activity. What is sociology? Explain. Sociology is the study of social life, social change, and the social causes and consequences of human behavior. Human beings are different from other animals and are intellectual beings. There are lot of differences between animals and human beings. We know that. Apparent differences in body structure and rate of growth, food consumption, creativity, and evolution in brain can be noticed. So animals are different. Human beings and animals, lot of differences. We know that. The human society has evolved stage by stage. It is attempting to know more about the neighboring planets with the help of advanced science and technology. Human beings are social beings. The relationship between the individual and society are unique. We know that. There is no society without individual and there is no individual without society. If one thinks generally whether an individual can live alone on the earth, the answer is no. Yes, children. So we don't know the any alone. So we live in alone. So that is not possible. Since a human being is a social being, he always longs to live with other human beings. The social living is necessary to for all well-being and growth. So we are also can depending one persons to other persons. So neighbors also can share feelings also anyone. So that's why human beings are also called social being. Social living is necessary for the well-being and growth. Hence, human society is called a web of social relationship. Yes, this is one type of web. All the people can gather and live together, share together. So that is a one type of web. The meaning of sociology. The word sociology originated from two words, socios of Latin language and logos of Greek language. Socios means companion and logos means study. Totally companion study. Thus, sociology is the science of human society. So, already we know that. So, Auguste Comte is the father of sociology. He is give the one definition. Sociology is the science of social phenomena subject to the natural and invariable laws, the discovery of which is the object of investigation. So this is called sociology. Another one sociologist Max Weber. Sociology is study of social behavior. So another one sociologist can give the definition. Emil Durkheim. Sociology is the science of social institution. So many other sociologists also can give the definition, but so these three is most important. Origin of sociology. First, so how many years back already know that first time Auguste Comte only can started the sociology word in 1830s only. So the beginning of sociology as an independent and separate field of science was during the middle of 19th century. It became a specific science in the later 50 years. So early no one person can recognize the sociology, so that's why later 50 years. Though other social science like history, political science, economics, psychology and other have longer history. We know that history before Christ, political science also in before Christ. Already know that Plato, Aristotle, many social politicians can give the introductions. So economics also, psychology also, so have longer history. They were recognized as social science during 18th and 19th centuries. This was due to the industrial and French Revolution. So industrial revolution already we know that 18th century. So the under the rule of British time, the intellectual stimulation provided by social and religious reforms movement. So 16th and 18th century it the result overall revolution, social and religious and industrial revolution, French revolution. So that is resulted in the origin of sociology. So that is a gifted all the revolution or movements. Scope of sociology. What is the scope of sociology? Already we know that sociology studies the human society, total human activities only can study. The studies of human social life, social relationship, social institution and social process. This is the scope of sociology. Nature of sociology. Sociology as unique place among all the social science. Other social science is their part of social science. It is different from other social science due to its unique nature. Sociology is considered as an independent and separate field of study. Social is the independent and separate field of study. The features of sociology. So many features is there. First one, sociology is a social science and not a physical science. Sociology belongs to the group of social science and not to the group of physical science. This is only social science. It studies social life and activities of human society. It also has a close relationship with other social science like history, political science, economics, psychology and anthropology. That is including. So second point, sociology is a definitive study but not a directive study. So this is another one features of or nature of sociology. Sociology studies human society as it is. It never engages in how it should he study. It does not engage in value judgments. So cannot give the judgments frankly. It aims at objective study only. So this is only objective study only. Sociology remains natural and value based aspects. So third point is sociology is a pure science and not an applied science. Yes, children. Sociology is interested in objective study that result in the formation of human being, body language, style. It is not an applied science which is interested in experiments. Human beings only can think and analyze the theories, all the objectives. So there is experimental. So can give the interesting. So next point, sociology is an intangible science and not a tangible science. Yes, children, sociology is not a interested in some of the tangible aspects of human life. Some not clearly we are not understanding. Unclear. It has interested in the form and patterns of human events. Any one events sometime can understand, sometime so we are not understanding. It has no interest if any specific battles of revolutions like history, many revolutions, already we know that. It consider these events as patterns and form of social conflicts and subsets them to a scientific study. So last point, sociology is a general science and not a special science. Yes, children, among all the social science, only sociology studies the general interaction involving human beings like religious, political and economic, moral and intellectual aspects. So we are all category wise also, so group wise also we can mingling. It has wider scope than other social science. Children, what is the importance of sociology? Already we know that scope of sociology, nature of sociology, origin of sociology. What is the importance of sociology? We are studying sociology. What's the importance? So first one, sociology studies human society scientifically. Sociology constructs a systematic body of knowledge of human society with its scientific study. This aids progress in other field of human life. Not only one field, many field. So can other field of human life. So secondly, supplements the personality development. Yes, children. Human beings is mainly a social being. Already we know that. Who is often expected to get adjusted to the changing nature of society. We are adjusting. Any problem can creating. So we are adjusting. So any situation we are adjusting. By creating holistic understanding of social structure, growth and change and individual responsibilities, sociology facilitates holistic personality development. So this is the importance of sociology. We are studying sociology. This is most important. Third point, understanding social process. Yes, children, any process. Sociology, someone aids the proper understanding of social process by studying the religion, tradition, culture, social rules and regulations, values, ideas, all are helpful to the understanding. This is most important process of sociology. So fourth point, aids in understanding social problems and their solutions. Every society suffers from its own social problems. Our society is facing problems like communal clashes, alcoholism, hunger, malnutrition, caste-based discrimination. Already we know that in lower class or other classes, our country, especially caste-based discrimination, unemployment, gambling, many child labor, inequality, other problems is there. So scientific study of this problem provide better insight which aids in scientific solution. So sociology only can give the scientific solutions. Oh, problem is there, but how to solve this problem? So this is sociology only can give the guidelines. So last one importance, sociology supports the effective implementation of development program. By studying human society scientifically, sociology aids effective implementation of development of program. So this is most important. We are studying sociology, so this is also most important. The interrelationship between sociology and other social science. Already we know that other part of the social science is there, political science, history, psychology, many. So what's the relationship between sociology and other social science? So firstly, relationship between sociology and political science. There is a close relationship between sociology and political science. Political science studies the interaction between political institution, political life of human beings, and political institutions of human society. All the political issue related sociology studies. So we are all involving only social activities, no? Political science also can involve. So various social institutions like social groups and social institutions that functions within the political structure. So that's why sociology and political science is very close relationship. Next, relationship between sociology and history. Sociology and history are interrelated. So these both are interrelated. History is the recreation of life of past society. Sociology is the recreation of contemporary society. What the society's achievements, what are the changes, all the issue related can introduce. Sociology supports historians by providing scientific knowledge of various social institutions. So next, relationship between sociology and anthropology. The relationship between sociology and anthropology are widely recognized. How to recognize? The culture and the social path of human beings and its history is studied by anthropology. Sociology grows independently. So this is only the study of social life holistically. That's why so both anthropology and sociology very good relationship. Next one, relationship between sociology and psychology. Sociology and psychology are complementary to each other. Psychology studies the behavioral aspects of human beings from psychological perspectives. Sociology seeks to study the social behavior, how the social interaction and functions of social institution. Sociology only can observe the human behavior. So human behavior can understand only psychology. That's why very close relationship. Relationship between sociology and economics. Economic studies, so that is only economical or financial activities of human being. Sociology seeks to understand the interaction between economic and social activities of human beings. It also probes how human behavior forms the economic activity, sometimes can analyze, so that is purchasing purposely. So society people only can purchase the things now. So that's why very close relationship between economic and sociology. So next topic, prominent Indian sociologist. So one topic is dropped. So only Indian prominent sociologist, many sociologist is there. So we are starting Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So prominent Indian sociologist. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was born in Ambawade, village of Maharashtra on April 14, 1891. He lost his mother at the age of 6 and grew up under the care of his aunt Mirabai and started his primary education at Satara. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's contribution to the building of modern India is very important. His full name was Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. So he was one of the prominent social reformer and expert in law. He fought against the exploitation of Dalits. So you know the word untouchables. In India, like untouchability. So before most of the people can face it, exploitation of Dalits. He organized agitations in favor Dalit rights and women rights. He was firstly can concentrate Dalit rights. Our society, so lot of exploitation and discrimination also is there. That's why so he was fight against the Dalit rights and women rights. More importantly, Ambedkar was the first to prove that all sorts of exploitation. So first Ambedkar thing first can give the education to the all the society people. Next can understand the education only can give the guidelines and other social thinkers also can think radically. The proposes that education is the only mean through which one can earn resources to understand and analyzes critically. So Ambedkar also can realize and can give the guidelines. Other social reformer also can same words can say that. Particularly Ambedkar argued that to overcome India's prejudice and prejudice induced social discrimination, one needs logical arguments, and these logical arguments capacity is earned through education. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar argued in favor of compulsory and free education to all. So this is the contribution of Ambedkar. He argued that education should remain as a public property as it has the capacity to bring in social change. Before only Brahmins and Kshatriyas only can got the education. Other people cannot have the education. With these radical thoughts, Dr. Ambedkar played a pivotal role the preparations of Dalit and so can preparation of draft Indian Constitution. So that's why he was architect of Indian Constitution. Because of this practice and role played by Ambedkar, so he can prepare draft of Indian Constitution. Can give the social justice and equality in the entire world. So main work, so Dr. Ambedkar can most important work are written at Mookanayaka. His major works are Annihilation of Caste in 1936, Who are Shudras in 1946, Buddha and his Dhamma 1957, and others. All his writings only published in 26 volumes from the government of Karnataka in Kannada. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar died on December 6, 1956. Next one, Indian sociologist G.S. Gurrai. Gurrai played an important role in establishment of departments of sociology in the Indian universities. His full name was Govinda Sadashiva Gurrai. He was born on December 12, 1893 at Malvan of Maharashtra. He completed his college education at Mumbai University. After receiving PhD also in London University and Cambridge University also, Gurrai returned to India and started his teaching career at the Department of Sociology at Bombay University, which he founded Caste and Race in India in 1932. Especially, he was also can concentrate to scheduled tribes in 1943. Another one book he was written, Indian Science, in 1953. So this is the contribution of G.S. Gurrai. Another one, sociologist M.N. Srinivas. M.N. Srinivas is the internationally renowned Indian sociologist. He popularized the field-based sociological studies in India. He was also very good and very knowledgeable person also. He was wrote a Remembered Village in 1976 and received universal acclaim, and he been republished many times. So he wrote a book titled The Religion and Society of Kodavas of South India in 1952. So this is a contribution of M.N. Srinivas. And he was well studied MA, LLB and PhD from Bombay University. So he was staying firstly, can stay in Mysore also. He was birthplace also in Mysore in 1916, November 16 only. So next he worked as a professor at Delhi, and major contribution Religion Society of Kodavas of South India in 1952, Indian Villages, Social Change in Modern India in 1966, Remembered Village. He was wrote a book, Remembered Village, in 1976 only. So another one, sociologist, especially women sociologist. C. Parvatamma is in prominent contemporary sociologist from Karnataka only. So that is happiest news. She grew up in a difficult situation. So already we know that before, so cannot give the education and status in a woman. So that time only she grew up in difficult situation. With lot of determination, become one of leading sociologists of India. She was born at Saigali village of present Davangere district, then Taluk of Chitradurga district in June 1928. In absence of genuine birth certificate, her birth date as per the records in the school. She lost her father when she was only a 9-month-old baby. Can you imagine? With the support from the maternal family, she grew up with her young mother. So Parvatamma completed her education in a single teacher school at her village. So next she was continued in middle school also, and so neighboring the neighboring Lokki Kere village. At high school education at Davangere only. So his teacher, encouraging teacher especially, named Kantaraj Shetty, arranged for her intermediate education at Mysore by getting accommodation facility in a hostel. So he was completed her education. Next, Parvatamma completed her intermediate education in arts stream with second class. She later joined BA Honours in Social Philosophy at Maharaja College. So she earned first rank in BA honors. So women's only got first rank, that is most important news. Parvatama returned to Karnataka, completing higher education in foreign university. She made genuine attempts to spread the learning of sociology across Karnataka, prove her commitment and sense of social science. So he major contribution, his major, she has written many books, political and religion, sociological essay on Veerashaivism, and her studies on socio-economic status of scheduled caste and tribes. She also can give the concentration scheduled caste and scheduled tribes people. So another one sociologist, Airavati Karve. So she is recognized as a prominent sociologist of India. She was the student of G.S. Gurai. She was the daughter-in-law of famous social reformist Maharshi Karve and had concern in social and national issues. She completed the study in Bombay University. So MA also can completed the degree, and Pune College. So he can work as a professor, college professor. Her contribution, kinship and organization in India, Indian society, institutions and relationship. So another one, lost Indian sociologist A.R. Desai. Here Desai is important among the prominent sociologists of India. Already we know that other sociologists also can give the contribution. He is also can give the contribution. He worked as a UGC National Fellow and head of the Department of Sociology of Bombay University only. His full name is Akshay Ramlal Desai and was born in 1915. He was student of G.S. Gurai and later taught and became head of the same department. Gurai and A.R. Desai also can do the work in same department. As he was following the Marxist ideologist, he was influenced the Marxist ideology in his sociological studies. He was identified as Marxist sociologist. The sociological background of Indian nationalism. This is the best work of A.R. Desai. And another one, Indian rural sociology, slums and urbanization are his major work. He worked actively in India Sociological Society. Children, many Indian sociologists so can give the guidelines what is the social activity, what is the problems of our society, what are the problem faced our society's people religious wise, status wise, women differentiation or discrimination, caste discrimination. That's why many sociologists can give guidelines to the people. So Ambedkar, many Gurai, Desai, many sociologists can give the contribution to the our society.